Thank you for the people of Germany. Let me thank Chandler Marka and Foreign Minister Steinmeier for welcoming me earlier today. Thank you, Meyer. What I write the Berlin's uh, Senate, the police, and most of all, thanks to all of you for this extraordinary welcome. Thank you. I come to Berlin as so many of my countrymen have come before. Although tonight I speak to you not as a candidate for president, but as a citizen, a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world. I know that I don't like the Americans who've previously spoken in this great city. The journey that led me here is improbable. My mother was born in the heartland of America, but my father grew up herding goats in Kenya. His father, my grandfather, was a cook, a domestic servant to the British. At the height of the Cold War, my father decided, like so many others in the forgotten corners of the world, that his yearning, his dream required the freedom and opportunity promised by the West, and so he wrote letter after letter to universities all across America until somebody somewhere answered his prayer for a better life. That is why I'm here, and you are here because you to know that Yanning, this city of all cities, knows the dream of freedom, and you know that the only reason we here tonight is because men and women from both of our nations came together to work and struggle and sacrifice for that better life. Ours is a partnership that truly began 60 years ago this summer on the day when the first American plane touched down at Tempelhof. On that day, much of this continent still lay in ruin. The rubble of this city had yet to be built into a wall. The Soviet shadow had swept across Eastern Europe, while in the West, America, Britain and France took their stock of their roots and pondered how the world might be remade. This is where the two sides met, and on the 21st of June 1948, the communists chose to blockade the western part of the city. They cut off food and supply to more than 2 million Germans in an effort to extinguish the last flame of freedom in Berlin. The size of our forces was no match for the large Soviet army, and their retreat would have allowed communism to march across Europe. Where the last war had ended, another world war could have easily begun. All that stood in the way was Berlin, and watch when the airlifts began, when the largest and most unlikely rescue in history brought food and hope to the people of this city. The odds were stacked against the success. In the winter, a heavy fog filled the sky above, and many planes were forced to turn back without dropping off the needed supplies. The cities where we stand were filled with hungry families who had no comfort from the cold. But in the darkest hours, the people of Berlin kept the flame of hope burning. The people of Berlin refused to give up, and on one full day, hundreds of thousands of Berliners came here to the Tiergarten and heard the city's mayor implore the world not to give up on freedom. There is only one possibility, he said, for us to stand together, united until this battle is won. The people of Berlin have spoken. We have done our duty, he said, and we will keep on doing our duty. People of the world, now do your duty. People of the world, look at Berlin. People of the world, look at Berlin. Look at Berlin, where Germans and Americans learn to work together and trust each other less than 3 years after facing each other on the field of battle. Look at Berlin, where the determination of a people met the generosity of the Marshall Plan and created a German miracle, where the victory over tyranny gave rise to NATO, the greatest alliance ever formed to defend our common security. Look at Berlin, where the bullet holes in the buildings and the some stones and pillars near Brandenburg Gate insist that we never forget our common humanity. People of the world, look at Berlin, where a war came down, a continent came together, and history proved that there is no challenge too great for a world that stands as one. 60 years after the airlift, we are called upon again. History has led us to a new crossroad with new promise and new peril. When the German people tore down the wall of war, they divided East and West, freedom and tyranny, fear and hope wars came tumbling down around the world, from Kiev to Cape Town. Prison camps were closed and the doors of democracy were opened. Markets opened too, and the spread of information and technology reduced barriers to opportunity and prosperity. While the 20th century taught us that we share a common destiny, the 21st century has revealed the world more intertwined than any time in human history. The fall of Berlin Wall brought new hope, but that very closeness has given rise to new danger that cannot be contained within the borders of a country or by the distance of an ocean. Think about it. The terrorists of September 11th plotted in Hamburg and trained in Kandahar and Karachi before killing thousands from all over the globe on American soil. As we speak, cars in Boston and factories in Beijing are melting the ice camps in the Arctic, shrinking coastlines in the Atlantic, and bring drought. Farms from Kansas to Kenya fully secured nuclear material in the former Soviet Union, or secret from a scientist in Pakistan could help build a bomb that detonates in Paris. The puppies in Afghanistan come to Berlin in the form of heroin. The poverty and violence in Somalia breed the terror of tomorrow. The genocide in Darfur shames the conscience